Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Boom. Okay, I'm doing this kind of a little bit sort of far from my computer, so gotta kind of reposition some things so I can see stuff as I'm all the way 3 feet from my computer. Alright. So, today I'm going to be messing around with the deck of worlds. Basically, it is a set of cards that you can use to create from a pulled back, broad perspective locations. And it really does a good job of giving you some nice foundation to really dive into. And one of the goals that I've wanted to do for a while is to basically create an obsidian vault, but it could take, it could be used in, Notion, Scrivener, whatever, most likely. But obsidian is my tool of choice at the moment for writing, note-taking, whatever. That can easily house, story Bible type thing. And so one thing that I want to do is I want to go through and use all these tools that I adore and that I, already enjoy using, and create kind of like a set of data that is that I can use to kind of workshop this, Obsidian Vault, this way of storing all of this data about these worlds that we create for whatever projects we're doing. So we've got 6 types of cards. This is actually, so the story engine is the first set, which deals with kind of broad plots that you can do. And then the deck of worlds is the next set, specifically about making locations. There's a third set that I was told would be shipped out at the end of November or early December. That does not seem to be the case yet, but I'm sure it's on its way. It's only taken like 18 years since the Kickstarter ended, but that's how Kickstarters work these days. You give someone money, and 8 or 9, 10 years later, you get the product. It's fantastic. Great model. But anyway, so in preparation for that, I really wanted to kind of do some stuff with these things. So this guy comes with a big old guidebook that has a whole bunch of like tips and tricks on different ways that you can use the deck to create different scenarios, different settings, different worlds, including some really intricate stuff if you want to. I am going to be just doing a number of simple prompts laid out here, and I think going forward, I'm going to populate them with people, and then I'm going to dig a little bit more into the settings and everything, and see how it all works together. And then potentially, depending on when I actually get the third story engine set, which is the Lore Masters set, I'll see what else we can do to kind of bring it all together. And when I do the people that live in the cities and stuff, the locations, I will be using the other world building tool, or card tool, that I really enjoy, the Reckless deck. That will give us a way to create some interesting people, both inside and out. And then eventually it'll all kind of be put together into a world building starter kit type thing that I will find useful, and maybe others will too, even if they don't use it for actually storing the worlds in, but they might get something out of looking at whatever I come up with. That's the plan. So there's 6 card types, as you can see right here. And now this is mixed in with them just a whole bunch of they've got expansion sets that are like basically, these types of cards, but themed towards science fiction settings, horror settings, things like that. So I've got some stuff mixed in here already. And, we'll just go through as we do. And if I pull a card that's complete shit, that is trash, I'm just going to toss it to the side and I'll pick another one until I find an interesting one. So we got 6 different types of cards. We've got regions, which are basically contain a set of landmarks, and landmarks are like towns or other sort of points of interest within that region. There's namesake cards that will kind of help you make nicknames. I really like these, but they kind of make a very formulaic nickname, and so often you'll kind of want to come up with your own thing based off of or derived off of whatever the card says. If this is something that's going into like an actual story or something like that, I would assume most people would want to do that. I would generally change it around but keep the same spirit. And then we've got origin cards, which are basically significant events in the past of the location that kind of shaped how it developed. We've got attribute cards, and these highlight different features of the area and its people in like the present day. And then advent cards, which are events occurring in the modern day or events that are currently shaping like the story of that location. So it is super simple. We will pick a region card first, and we'll see what we get. And we'll build off that, add some little landmarks to it. And then usually once you get a few locations going, you start to see ways that they can connect and interact. So I'm going to flip over 3 region cards. I'm just going to pick the one that I think is most interesting. And each card is kind of situated and set up differently, so you'll see that as we go on. The region cards will give you one option with a little piece of artwork there. So we've got a swamp, a scree, and a grassland. Let's just go with a swamp. Swamps are always nice. Gotta love the swamps. Then we'll deal a set of 3 landmarks. And I will take the most interesting one there. And then we'll do another set of 3 landmarks in a little bit to give the swamp a couple different things there. And so the landmarks give you 2 options per card. And let's see. How's that? So, a lot of options here. Coast or palace, bay or maze, river or dome. I think a dome is interesting. Anytime there's like a structure that's situated inside of a swamp, I find interesting. But I also love mazes. I got a thing for mazes. So we're going to put a maze in the swamp there. And let's go ahead and let's do the second landmark. Lake or village, arena or labyrinth, cabin or ruin. Well, we've already got a labyrinth essentially, so we'll forego that. Although I'm sure there are some differences between a maze and a labyrinth. We will go with a cabin. Boom, we'll put a cabin in the swamp there. Let's move on to attributes. So we're going to give some present day features of the location. I'll do the same thing. I'm just going to do 3 cards and I'll see which one looks interesting, if any. It's quite possible none of them do. There are some times where I get a draw and it's just like nothing seems interesting and I just toss them. Now these ones give us 4 options. The namesake cards also give us 4 options, and the origin and advent cards give us 2. So this first one we got wealthy, known for weaving, sweltering hot in the summer, or a haven for outcasts and exiles. I kind of like that one for the maze, just because I think that's unusual, I guess. We'll see. Let's see. Known for body neutrality. Regionally specific beverage. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that could definitely go with the swamp itself. Distinctive carvings. All right. Known for cacti. Regional accent. Values elders. Habitat of an endangered animal or known for orchards. There's a... I like the regionally specific beverage for the swamp itself. So let's just go with that, and then I'll do one more. And then we'll go into the namesake one. Boom, boom, boom. Religiously diverse. Known for street food. Not a lot of streets so far. Seasonal flooding. All right. Carnivorous plants. We got ritual site. Always a classic. Run by military. Vegetarian diet. Beautiful grasses. Not liking any of those really. Known for unusual pets. Okay. Values creativity. Known for its fragrance. Considered sacred ground. Let's make the maze known for sacred ground. Boom. We're gonna pop that guy right there. And we will move on. I think somebody just knocked at my door. But it's not important. You guys are important. I'm just gonna sit here quietly and they're gonna go away. Alright, namesake cards. Alright. Again, we got 4 options. And so this, you'll definitely understand what I mean when I say it's kind of like formulaic. But still useful and still valuable, I think. So we've got of toads, of widows, pale, that screams. So this would be like swamp that screams, the pale swamp, swamp of widows, etc., etc. That's basically how this is all done. You can't really, like, I understand that because you can't really make cards that would let you, like, universally create interesting, cool nicknames. Sometimes you'll get something that's really, really cool. But oftentimes, I feel like you'll probably just want to take the vibe that you get from it and then, you know, tweak it a little bit at least. So we've got of claws, of the dead, nowhere, and at the mouth of torment. Cabin at the mouth of torment. For some reason, I kind of like that one. Sinking. That does not kneel. Of ice or of philosophers. I like cabin at the mouth of torment. Okay, let's do another one. See, now with that little nickname attached to the cabin, I want to go back. I'm going to do that's going to inform, you know, the events I choose for it, and that makes me want to go back and find an attribute that kind of plays off of that as well. All right, namesake. Damned. Of thorns of bone we do not talk about. The maze we do not talk about. The swamp we do not talk about. Of judges. Of outcasts. That isn't there. And lonely. We've got upper. Of hooks. Of hooks is nice. Of meadows beyond fear. The maze beyond fear. The maze of hooks. Not really feeling any of those. Let's do one more and we'll see what we get. A glass that knows of fools or roaming of glass. Let's go maze of hooks. I feel like hooks are something you'd probably find at sacred ground, right? Big old hooks jutting out of the ground or with people hanging on them or something. Alright, so now let's do the origin. It's going to give us some events from the past of these locations. And we can see which ones make sense given what we currently have and the general vibe of this specific location. Boom. Oh, these ones are 4. I think the advents are only 2, though. Let's see. Home of a vanished people, founded by outcasts. Last known location of an ancient artifact. Oh, you always gotta love stuff like that. Always gonna be someone that you can come up with that's gonna want to know what the heck happened to that artifact. Said to have been the home of gods. Got the site of a famous protest. We've got former grasslands. We've got founded on a joke or dare. And traded by warring nations. Was once overflowing with greenery. We could definitely use that one. Site of a tragic death. Oh. Site of a tragic death. Founded by a secret society. Okay. Former seat of a fallen empire. So I like tragic death and I like secret society. I feel like founded by a secret society, kind of odd with like a swamp and a maze and a cabin. So let's go with site of tragic death, and let's have that be the cabin at the mouth of torment. Tragic death. Reclaimed industrial land. Mentioned in lore, but the exact location remains hidden. Founded by an unusual guild. Site of a notorious wedding. Notorious wedding. Interesting. Built with blood money. Okay, that's go pretty much any location, I'm sure. Was once decimated by a plague. Shaped by a terrible storm or site of a huge misunderstanding. Was once decimated by a plague. Which, maybe the plague is the region. We got some really specific beverage going on there. Alright, now we've got the advents. And these are events that are kind of forward-moving current events that can be used as the hook for, the premise of a story. Let's go ahead and let's toss 3 of these suckers out of there. And these usually play on each other a little bit. Whenever there's two choices on a card, often, but not always, but often they will have some sort of interplay between them. So, death of a cultural icon is troubling the population. With collective grief, loss of leadership, or suspected foul play. So we've already got a tragic death. So this fits right in there. Tourism is damaging the ecosystem. Locals are protesting, profiting, or divided. Okay. Now, tourism... I think the death one works. I don't know about the tourism one. Martial law has been declared to impose a curfew, a suspension of rights, or a mandatory conscription. Probably better suited for a different type of location. A strange cloud formation is growing, supposedly caused by wildlife, pollen, or something supernatural. A strange cloud formation is growing. Love that one. A secret society is said to be gathering for an election, emergency meeting, or grand ritual. Okay. Okay. I like that one. Famine has struck and is getting worse due to price gouging, panic buying, or food riots. So we've got a secret society gathering at the cabin at the mouth of torment, which is also the site of a tragic death. I'm going to keep the strange cloud there because I'm going to use that for something. Let's toss some more. A prominent figure is being exposed as a fraud. A founder, cultural icon, or religious leader. Okay. Other option, a sudden drought could have disastrous consequences. Deforestation, species extinction, or famine. I like this for the swamp. Because it just feels like it could have consequences for, the swamp in general, the wildlife, etc. But also, with the cards we already have laid out there, it feels like it could fit in there nice. A populist leader is gaining power through dangerous rhetoric, resulting in civil conflict, fear of outsiders, or indoctrination. Mysterious sounds are being heard at night, screaming, digging, or singing. Let's have some mysterious sounds coming out of the maze of hooks. And let's try and give the swamp itself a name. Let's see if we get a card worthy of naming our swamp. Songless swamp, swamp of gems, swamp of clocks, where flowers grow. Swamp where flowers grow. I think that's okay. I like that. I've decided. There was a split second where I wasn't too into that, but the swamp where flowers grow, I like that. So we've got the swamp, which houses a maze and a cabin. The swamp is known for having a very specific beverage that comes out of it. The swamp was once decimated by a plague, and a sudden drought could have serious consequences for the swamp. The swamp has a maze. It's considered sacred ground. It's nicknamed the Maze of Hooks or something cool. And Maze of Hooks is cool. And mysterious sounds are being heard at night. I think that's just kind of like an innate kind of attribute of mazes. I think there's just noises that come out of them. That's all of them work like that, I think. The swamp also has the cabin at the mouth of torment, which was the site of a tragic death, and a secret society is said to be gathering there. Boom. So we are going to move this guy just a little bit, all like this, almost all like that, right over here. There's a lot of tucking cards underneath other cards, and sometimes it gets to be a bit much. But that's the only issue I've got with it. Alright. Now, somewhere near that same old swamp, we are going to have a river, a jungle, mountains, rainforest. Let's go with the river. Let's go with the river. River is good. And in this river, there's going to be another river, a warehouse, floodplain, crossroad, village, or a spire. We're gonna have a crossroad and a village. Alright, river, crossroad village. Looking good. Now we'll do some attributes this time. Give them spice things up a bit. Alright, let's see. Source of dark power. Known for moths. Known for moths. Known for death worship. Home to a colony of shapeshifters. Okay. I think we can have a village that's known for moths. And distrustful of outsiders. Known for insect worship. Known for teeth. Known for teeth, okay. And known for a particular ghost. Okay. Overrun by vermin. Arachnid colony. Oh. Frequent paranormal activity. We're known for a gruesome torture method. We're just going to give the river itself an arachnid colony. The village is known for moths. I'm going to move insect worship off to the side, and I'll use that in another location. Because that kind of gives whatever location has that one potential connection to this village here, right? So I'm just going to set that aside for future use to kind of give some connections and ways for the locations to kind of inform and play off of each other. Now let's jump around a bit. Let's do the origin. I'll do the names last. Let's do the origin cards. Let's flip over a couple, see what we get. Site of an infamous heartbreak. Shaped by paranormal activity. Alright, we already passed up one of those, but... Site of mysterious disappearance, or estate of an ancient bloodline. Estate of an ancient bloodline is cool. It's, yeah, I like that one. You know, like, obviously it's got... You use the word bloodline, you use the word ancient, and it just always sounds supernatural, but doesn't have to be necessarily. Alright, we've got a former dump. Site of a great shattering. That's ominous and vague. Founded by cultists, or origin of a dead religion. Let's have the village be the estate of an ancient bloodline. And let's pull another one for the crossroads. Let's see what we get. Origin of a popular game or sport. Was once encased in ice. Founded as a claim of independence. Linked to apocalyptic lore. Linked to apocalyptic lore. Crossroads. That feels fitting, right? Created by the meeting of two cultures at the crossroad. Created by the meeting of two cultures at the crossroad. Birthplace of a world religion. Abandoned when mineral deposits ran out. Oh, that could be the river itself, maybe, right? Site of an infamous duel. Ooh. Infamous duel. I like that one, but I also like the meeting of two cultures. Let's go created by the meeting of two cultures. Alright, I like that. The duel is cool. Apocalyptic lore, always cool. Always cool, but that's what I'm gonna go with. And let's jump to the advents. A rare celestial phenomenon is about to be visible. An eclipse, meteor shower, or exploding star. Nice. Unemployment is at an all-time high, triggering social unrest, economic recession, or emigration of workers. The fate of a political prisoner is dividing the population. A foreign ambassador, political dissident, or former leader. A new commune is setting up without permission. Their mandate is religious, political, or artistic. A rare celestial phenomenon is about to be visible around this river. A huge construction project is on the verge of collapse. An important species is on the brink of extinction. Oh, an important species in the village known for its moths. I don't know if that's the moths themselves, or maybe it's something that if it goes extinct, the moths would be, affected in some way. And who knows what the village itself uses the moths for, or if anything, right? Let's see names. First, that grows of refugees or of blisters. Village of refugees. I don't know. Of maggots, of shadows, executioners, or that whispers. The river that whispers. I like that. Especially with the arachnid colony. Of fire, of the gods, that breathes or unseen. Village that breathes, crossroad, crossroad of fire. And let's actually get an advent for the crossroad as well. We'll do one on every card this time. Wildlife is behaving peculiarly. Aggression, disorientation, or hyperactivity. Okay. They are under siege by a foreign power, an army, bombardment, or a propaganda war. Well, I think that one goes pretty well, potentially, with the crossroad that was created by the meeting of two cultures. There's obviously some sort of importance there to it. Boom. River with an arachnid colony, where a rare celestial phenomenon is about to be visible, and it's nicknamed the River That Whispers. Right near that river is a village known for moths, which is the estate of an ancient bloodline, and an important species is on the brink of extinction there. Then we've got the crossroads, which was created by the meeting of two cultures, the crossroad of fire, and they're under siege by a foreign power currently. Alright, we'll move that slightly up a little bit. What do we got? We've got a city. We've got a lake. We've got a wasteland. We definitely need a city. We need a full-blown city. We got a little village out by the river, but we need a full-blown city. And this city will have a waterfall or a zoo. a workshop or a tree. Well, we're going with the workshop, definitely. And a workshop and an orphanage will be within this city. Let's go like that. Got some very specific locations now, so I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and work in reverse. We're going to name these bad boys. Pick a few cards from the center of the deck there. We got Quivering, That Remembers, Of Shrines, Of Vertigo. Workshop of Shrines, Workshop of Vertigo. Alright, we've got Bristling, Of Bruises, Of Brambles, That Declared War. Brambles is one of my favorite words. I love saying that word, bramble. So good. Whoever did that one, they did a good job on that one. We've got Free, Of Prayers of the Flood, Before the Fall. Let's go with City of Prayers. And City of Prayers. And The Orphanage That Remembers. It's kind of an odd one. Not entirely sure what's going on with that orphanage, but we'll figure it out eventually. Alright, let's pick some origin cards, see what's up. Alright, we got former military superpower, founded by a repentant criminal, okay, created or given as a gift, and shaped by tectonic activity. I think we can go with the orphanage, founded by a repentant criminal. And it's the orphanage that remembers. I like that. Alright, we got linked to a creation story. We got built through collaboration, former home of a famous writer, and shaped by mining activity. I think I'm going to go with one of those, but let's see what's on this guy. Origin of a now endangered language, created by mistake, appeared overnight, acquired in a notoriously bad deal. Ooh. Okay, was the workshop built through collaboration, or was the workshop acquired in a notoriously bad deal? I'm a little torn here. I feel like the workshop was acquired in a notoriously bad deal. Alright, let's Advent. And so that's, you can see, you might have seen them on some of the others. There's like little skull icons or stuff. Those are for the different expansions. So this is one of the horror cards. People's nightmares are breaking through to the waking world as ghosts, living daydreams, or mass hallucinations. That's obviously fantastic. An insect infestation is taking over. They are skin burrowers, plague bearers, or flesh eaters. An insect infestation is taking over. We've already got insect stuff going on over here. And then like we even have like the spider stuff too. I'm down with the idea of an infestation of some kind affecting the city. If you want to be cruel to the orphan children, you could have an insect infestation in the orphanage. You know, I mean, it could definitely get there eventually, but right now, let's just keep it out of there. Something is wrong with the mirrors. Oh, I love this. Something emerging, horrifying visions or reflections behaving strangely. A cult is about to wake something from an ancient slumber. Okay. Something is wrong with the mirrors in the workshop that was acquired in a notoriously bad deal. I am loving that. An impressed group is fighting for their rights. Discovery of a new resource is causing a prospective rush. A mineral, fuel, or living thing. Let's I think that's good. I don't think we need another advent. Let's go with the attributes. And now we'll try and pick some that kind of play off of the events that are taking place in or around these locations here. Multilingual, popular campsite, located on a waterway, or known for talking birds. I don't know if that means parrots or more talking than that, but regionally specific spice, regionally specific cheese, good health care, known for wildflowers. Monstrous flora. Unusual source of meat. Oh, God. Oh, the orphanage. No. Site of bleeding or crying statue. Said to be a gateway to or of the dead. Okay. So, obviously, we've got a couple good choices for the workshop, right? Said to be a gateway to or of the dead. And unusual source of meat, I think are both fun workshop ones, but because the gateway to or of the dead could potentially go with whatever is going on with the wacky mirrors, I think like you just kind of gotta go that direction. Then I'm gonna put good health care in with the city in general. The City of Prayers has some fine health care. And let's pull another card and see if we can get an attribute for the orphanage. Theocratic government, pilgrimage destination, haven for artists, constantly cloudy. Constantly cloudy. It's just, you know what? No matter how sunny it is outside, if you go near that damn orphanage, it's just cloudy as fuck. Alright, let's go with that. Now we've got a city that's got a workshop and an orphanage in it, among other stuff, but those are two prominent locations. It's known as the City of Prayers. It's got an insect infestation that's taking over at the moment. And it's got good health care for its citizens. It loves to take care of its citizens. That workshop was acquired in a notoriously bad deal. It's got something going on with the mirrors, and people are suspecting that it has something to do with dead. It's something about the workshop as a gateway to or of the dead. People are saying the orphanage in that city is known as the Orphanage That Remembers. It was founded by a repentant criminal, and for some reason around that orphanage it's always kind of cloudy. You know what? I think this is a good time to take back the strange cloud formation is growing. You know what? That's what it was telling me. It was telling me to put that card there. It told me to take the constantly cloudy for the orphanage for some reason. And then I was like, you know what? I have to take this now. It's a done deal. Dunzo deal. Okay. Bayou, Forest, Delta. None of those. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Glacier. No. Makes no sense. Mountain, mountains, no, I'm good. Plains, cliffs, basin, wasteland, hills, pits, marsh, city, you know what? Let's do road. We're gonna have a road over here in this direction. We're not gonna go as deep into this one. We'll do one landmark and that's it. And we'll see. It's gonna be a little sparse, but we'll see how it goes. Carnival, mansion, thicket, dump, farmhouse, or spiral. Spiral. So mansion or carnival are both fun choices. Mansion just kind of being out there, or carnival. Let's go with carnival. This road, it's got a carnival, and it's going to be the this will be the road where no one goes. And the carnival, does the carnival get a name? Okay, we got two that I like off this card. So the carnival that dreams or the carnival of burdens. It's got to be the carnival of burdens. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go ahead and quickly blow through some attributes. Attributes, okay. Gambling hub, okay, that makes perfect sense. Gambling hub at the carnival. Oh, I love it. Everyone hates the weather. Habitat of a giant animal, that also works. An attraction. Visited for good luck. The carnival of burdens. And the road where no one goes. No way. All right. Frequently at war. Known for a precious herb. Popular holiday spot. Honey. Pack your bags. I bought us a ticket to the Carnival of Burdens. Located above a tunnel system. Okay. Oh, okay. Oral history tradition. Known for one specific superstition. Oh, that's good too. Oldest of its kind. That's good too. Wildlife mating grounds. So the carnival being the oldest of its kind is pretty fun. The carnival being known for one specific... Actually, you know what? The road being known for one specific superstition, I love stuff like that. I like that one. Okay, I'm going to set one of those cards aside, and I'm going to make the Carnival of Burdens a gambling hub. And then let's pick an origin card. Form a dictatorship abandoned when trade routes changed. Oh. I like that one. Site of a tactical blunder. Created to imprison something. The road where no one goes was abandoned when trade routes changed. Love it. Homeland of a displaced people, shaped by floods, site of a famous execution, found as game headquarters. Obviously a weird carnival being the site of a famous execution. Potentially interesting. Origin of a famous book. Grew from a single seed. Last known location of a lost expedition. Founded by siblings. The Carnival of Burden, gambling hub of this world. Founded by siblings. Of course. It makes perfect sense. Love it. Now... let's see. Advent. An artist is about to reveal a controversial masterpiece. These cards, they're laying themselves out here. That is perfect for the Carnival of Burdens. We also have the omens of an ancient prophecy are coming true. Okay. You know what? That's not bad either. But I think a controversial masterpiece. Yeah, let's go with that one. I like that quite a lot. And let's see if the road has... if one of these speaks to me for the road where no one goes, it'll get it. Otherwise, it doesn't get one, and we'll move on to another location. A large seasonal migration has taken an unexpected turn. Okay. People are demanding reparations from a former colonial power. Nope. The sewers are overflowing with waste, people, or detritivores. I assume that means a trash eater. I don't know. The entire season's harvest could be wiped out by pets, weather, or sabotage. Sorry, road. You get nothing, but that's cool. It's okay. You don't have to get every card. We've got our swamp over here. We've got the river flowing by it with those roads. Obviously, the crossroad connects to this guy, I'm sure. And it goes all over. Also goes to the city of prayers with that weird orphanage. And we'll do one more. And we'll do one more. Oh, that's why I'm confused. I put the namesake cards in a completely different spot. All right. City, woods, deserts, port. Boom. We're gonna have a port right over here. And this port is going to be Glittering Port, Port of Songs, Port of Many Paths, or the port that gave up. Port of Refugees, alright. Port of... I already looked at that one. Port of... let's see. Low Port, Port that Sings, Port of Signs, Port of Ancestors. Let's go with Port of Many Paths. And I'm just going to straight ahead, I'm just going to pull out the attribute card I just set aside, and the Port of Many Paths is going to be located above a tunnel system. I'm just going to slap that on there because I like that. And let's do some landmarks. We might do more than... Maybe I'll do a few landmarks, maybe like 3. Spice it up a little bit. And one of them will keep pretty minimal, but we'll see how it goes. A village or a caldera. A vineyard or a rock. Rock. Street, stone, peak, town. I'm just going to keep going until I get something. Okay, we got a beach. Sure, we can do a beach. Plateau, village, gorge. I'm pretty sure island is one of these, and I want an island. So, I think it makes sense to make it near the port. So I'm just going to flip these over, and I'm going to go for an island. Where's the island? Oh, interesting. So some of the kind of oddball ones. We got Tomb there. We got Nest, Battlefield, Cave or Library, Settlement, Plaza, Clearing, Settlement, Escarpment, Volcano. Maybe the island is the region, not a landmark. That's fine. We'll have a beach. And then we will have... a dam? Are we gonna have a dam at the port? I mean, that makes sense, right? We can. What about... Let's just go with village. Port, village, beach. Okay. And we'll do origins first this time. Keep you on your toes. Alright. Birthplace of a notorious outlaw. Began as a memorial. Site of a colonial leader's defeat. Shaped by an ancient river. Yeah. Used for centuries of burials. Last known location of an evil entity. Founded by witches. Site of long unsolved serial murders. Is that going to be the port itself or the beach? I think the beach is going to be the site of long unsolved serial murders. I like that. I like that. And let's read one more and we'll figure something out. Shaped by an earthquake. All right. Provided haven during a historic disaster. Shaped by years of foreign occupation or a sign of an infamous murder. You know, this fucking port. The beach and the village both just have murders going on left and right. And we'll do attributes now. All right, income inequality. That's just wholly uninteresting in pretty much every setting, including reality, I think. Habitat of a venomous species. Dotted with graves. Iconic towers. Okay, so the beach is obviously dotted with graves from all of the unsolved serial murders. Habitat of an apex predator. Abundant energy source. Known for fashion accessories. That one's interesting. Gender expectations unfamiliar to outsiders. Let's make the ports. Actually, we'll have the village be known for fashion accessories. I have zero clue what that would actually translate to in the setting. Maybe they all wear anchor-shaped earrings. I don't know. I have no idea, but it sounds fun. Let's do events now. We'll see if there's any interesting ones here. A local hero is turning out not to be who they claimed. They exaggerated their deeds, have an objectionable private life, or are an imposter. I don't know if we have anything that really indicates a local hero or anything. Although it could just be someone that's... I don't know. The climate is changing rapidly and destructively. Not really into those. Locals are falling ill with the same strange symptoms. Okay, that could be cool. A land dispute is underway. An iconic cultural object has gone missing. A respected thinker just made a startling prediction. An iconic cultural object has gone missing. Has it gone missing at the beach? Let's say it was taken. Well, it was in the port itself, had it. And it's gone now. Now let's get an advent for the beach. And maybe we'll go back and see if we can get a name for the beach now that we know that it's all about murder. People are debating destroying a historical symbol of oppression. The last knowledge keeper of an ancient tradition is dying. The last knowledge keeper of an ancient tradition is dying. Ooh, I don't know. That feels kind of fun. Let's read one more and see. Refugees are setting up camp despite challenges. Recent construction has unearthed a secret. I like that. We'll put that with the village. But obviously that could potentially link to like the tunnels beneath the location, right? We got a solid 5 locations right now. Let's do one more quick one. And that one is going to be an island. Boom. All right. Let's move this bad boy up here. All right, we got some islands. Let's put, we're going to do just one landmark and one set of all that for it. We're not going to do, not going to go overboard. Restaurant or a glade. Not quite as, I don't feel like that's worthy of the Erie Island. Oh, a lair or a slaughterhouse. This island's got a fucking lair on it. All right. Let's go ahead and do an origin first. Made famous by a local ghost story, shaped by extraordinary corruption. Supposed location of a famous cryptid. A famous cryptid that might want a lair, for example. Site of numerous suspicious accidents. Well, we've got to go with the cryptid lair. That just... my hands are tied, people. The cards are doing what they want to do, okay? And now let's go with an attribute card. We'll see what we get. Located on a hilltop, festival site, regionally specific bread, regionally specific sauce. No, none of those. Headquarters of a crime family. Located above caves. Known for a delicious reptile dish. Uh-oh. Famous for archives. Known for strange footprints. Oh, there we go. Known for hypnotic sounds. Site of a well-known ossuary or dark folklore. I mean, listen. I'm gonna keep this island. I'm keeping it old school. It's got a cryptid lair that's got some strange footprints going on. That's just how it is. Okay. And let me see. Let me go back to origins. Let me pull an origin for the island itself. Affected by centuries of isolation, makes sense. Founded as a funerary city, site of a now forgotten form of worship. Created through a grim ritual. The island itself was created through a grim ritual. And namesakes of spines that sings low or of ends. Oh, I already flipped over that one. I didn't put it on the side there. But so let's, that one's out. Of flags of strays that sleeps shattered. I already did that one too. I didn't move it to the side. Undaunted, of pigs, of poets where no bird sings. Okay, maybe. Meandering, that laughs of perfume of the revolution. Meandering islands. Let's go one more. Wasting, of knives, of hunger, of the hanged one. Islands of the hanged one. Alright, now we need an advent card. The showdown of the century is about to take place between two rivals. No. People are openly rioting against an injustice. Nope. This is a monster island. We got no people there. The air is growing dark with something ominous. Ooh. A natural fog, carrion birds, or ash of an unknown origin. Oh, that's good. Past inhabitants have returned to reclaim what was theirs. There are animals, spirits, or people. Oh, yeah. Past inhabitants are returning to claim what's theirs. On the island of the hanged one created through a grim ritual. And let's give one to the lair. That's, we already written that one. I just didn't move it away. Oh, okay. Well, it's a little too on the nose. The sighting of a rare creature is making headlines. I don't like that one because the creature doesn't get cited a lot. Like, I don't like that one. It's the supposed location of a famous cryptid. He's not getting cited. The dominant cultural group is rewriting history. Nope. Come on. Stars are disappearing from the night sky due to pollution and optical illusion or something supernatural. That's cool. The contents of an important archive are being held hostage. Almost. Okay, I'm going to read one more. If I don't like any on there, then the stars are disappearing. An invasive species is taking over the ecosystem. They are declaring independence from their former rulers. An invasive species is taking over the ecosystem. That's kind of fun because we already have some insect and infestation stuff going on the mainland. Would it be possible to get it over there from one of these locations that has the infestation or the weird moths and stuff? Definitely a possibility. Could this invasive species, conflict with the cryptid? Definitely. So I do like that. So we'll keep that. I'm good with that. So I will make the cards look a little bit nicer. I'm going to take pictures, and then there will be a link in the little box below later tonight, most likely, where you can see images of all this, and then some more information about Deck World. You can go to storyenginedeck.com, and you can pick up this is the Deck of World ones. I don't remember how much this one is. The first deck they came out with, the Story Engine deck, is like under $40. This one's a little bit more expensive, but you can get both of them for under $100, I'm pretty sure. They also have a whole bunch of expansions and stuff for like the specific genre expansions, or some mini expansions that kind of function on their own for different things. I've got, where did I put it? I've got a bunch, but this is one of the ones that's kind of an independent thing. Fresh Ink and Ancient Song. It's got two types of cards in here. There are Flourish cards and Opus cards. And basically they help you use them together to create prompts for like in-world stories, or, you know, stuff like that. So for example, if I open these up, we'll have describe, sketch, or prepare a family recipe, write a ghost story, write or perform a political speech, write a local's will. And then the Flourish cards will have kind of modifiers to it. So by or involving someone insecure, in a sketchy style, in a cryptic style, but mistranslated. So these are ways for you to kind of get in the mindset of like people in your settings, whether that's specific characters or in a broad general sense. So a lot of great stuff going on there. I'm going to try and do one tomorrow where we make some characters, or we'll populate some of the locations here. But depending on what happens at work, I might not get around to that. So, but at some point soon, I will do that, if not tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, check back later today or maybe tomorrow at the latest, but hopefully tonight. I'm going to have some nice high-def pictures and a little blog post that will have some information about the stuff that we've done. And that's it. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to have some more fun with this deck and others soon. Reckless deck, I'll be doing that also. That'll be what I do for the characters. And if you don't know about what the Reckless deck is, I've got a video up on youtube.com/@animalcrackerart. I got some videos up about the Reckless deck and also the Story Engine cards and other stuff there, if you got time. All right. Thank you. Super fun. Thank you. Good night.